Welcome, everyone, to Pit Bull Stadium, not far from Miami and the home of the FIU Panthers. And today, this fan base eager to show everyone what the Panthers' home field advantage is all about. And the Blue Hens will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys got...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's the first sack of the day, but I'll tell you what, this team's been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 in sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back, and they get after quarterbacks.
The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Power football with the run. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. FIU pushing tempo.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Offside, defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. Across the 25. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Panthers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Snagged out of the air. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Looking to throw on third. Touchdown, Panthers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Let's see what he can do with the return. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30. Good starting position for this offense. So Delaware's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you've got to get him on the ground. You've got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Turning it on! And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll leave it with him. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to get the edge on the toss. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle.
Set to advance on the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right?
Breaks into the open. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. From the gun on third down. Hauls it in. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Panthers have their offense in high gear. Unloads quickly. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He leaves it with his back. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Gets open down the middle. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
Quarterbacks love finding their tight ends down here in this area of the field. Big targets in small spaces. Nice work on that TD.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, a Delaware offense going back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Turns it on at midfield. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. There he goes. The 20. The inside. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Hens.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. FIU pushing tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Offense, quick tempo. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's low. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
FIU set up with another first down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. How about these two running games so far? It's dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Firing to the right, complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Give to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Blue Hens kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Dropping back, it's Mason. He's got him. Nowhere to go, and not much to show for that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver. They get the completion.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Makes the grab. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blue Hens line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on second and goal. Trying to barge in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Third and goal where you separate the wheat from the chaff. They'll try to sneak it. The sneak scores it.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. Turning it on. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. FIU pushing tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Makes the grab. It's Robinson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him,
hits the afterburners. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Yeah, 4th and inches, midfield. Go ahead. Go for it. I love the play call by the head coach. Trust your offensive line to get some movement up front. Let's keep this drive going.
The Panthers are rolling down the field. Gives it on the option. Breaks the tackle. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a gap. It's Anger. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. And the Panthers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
and you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. To the air, it's Mason. Got his man. At the 40, there he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Delaware.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive.
Ready up. Let's go.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. It's complete to the right. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
On target to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Mason. Finds a spot in the middle.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. To the air on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, the Devil Bear offense going back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired.
Gashing the D on the right. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field. And this is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense. What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Snap it to the back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Delaware. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, running back on the move. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires left. Got his man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the...
There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. He wants it all. Touchdown, FIU. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. To throw, it's Mason. Hines is tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Crosses the 40. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Blue Hens, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Punts it out of the air. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll run it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
And the Blue Hens back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quick strike complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Delaware.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Come on, set.
Back to pass. Under fire. He's in open space downfield. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up 4th down.
They punted away on 4th down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Mason. Flushed out of the pocket. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He's got it. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Zings it complete to the right. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air. It's Mason. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, what a move. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far down. Get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Blue Hens will line it up on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He had a head of steam working, but he'll be stopped just inches short of the score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blue Hens trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Trying to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Blue Hens! And the pummeling has started. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Forward and finds his man on the left. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The short hand is Robinson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Pocket breaking down. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's loose. Touchdown, Blue Hens! How about this shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. You got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the ground with the back. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
This offense has it with really good field position. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback making checks. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
The Blue Hens lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it.
Touchdown, Delaware! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
They boot it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
How about that? This team is way up in this game, and they're still taking shots in the fourth quarter. There is no let-up.
And back to the air on second down. Got him downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs.
Music no. 22 water.
Looking to throw on first down. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
To the air on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked.
I mean, if you're on defense, finally something good happens. It just hasn't been a great day. You've been giving up a ton of yards. You've given up some points. At least you get this field goal block. And listen, for coaching staffs, you got to find silver linings in games like this to get your team back on the field next time playing their best.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Here comes the offense on second down. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. FIU will line up to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's
looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the foot. Picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's low. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. FIU will line up to punt. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love it.
Breaks into the open. Finds some fresh air. They get him out of bounds and maybe save a score. He gets it to the 49-yard line.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's low. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's Anger. Now the connection takes it to the 11. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go back to the air on second down. This time it's complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. That's a fly. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.